Welcome back. Don't miss your chance to watch October baseball from the all-inclusive, unique atmosphere of the rooftops across from Wrigley Field. Limited playoff tickets are available now by calling 773-248-ROOF or by visiting WrigleyRooftops.com. Happy anniversary.
Yeah. Standing too far apart, though. I'll make that banner smaller. John Lackey with a 4-1 lead. Ball one on Jung Ho Gung.
Mentioned John picked up his 10th win last time out. Against the Reds, he went 7 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs. Important because every year he's been healthy and pitched a full season. He's been in double digits in the win column. This is just his second start against the Pirates this year. Got a no decision here back on July 10th. Pitched into the 7th inning, allowed 5 runs on 7 hits.
Well, 3-1 is grounded to Baez at short.
A busy night for Baez. Very good numbers by Joyce this year. Look past that batting average, high on base, good slugging numbers.
Strike called on Joyce.
13 home runs, 42 driven in. Just 220 at bats.
That was an impressive home run he hit last night, wasn't it, off Hector Rondon?
Way out there in left center.
Good numbers for Matt against John Lackey. Right-hander coming back on a 2-1. It's a strike. It's 2-2. Cubs have a chance to have 2 200-inning starters. John Lester is 2 1/3 away from 200. Jake Arrieta, that's a little tougher. He's at 192 1/3. So he'd have to go 7 2/3 in his last start to get to 200. And that will be tomorrow night here. Kyle Hendricks probably will end up around 190. Same for John Lackey. Jason Hamill should be in the low 170s. And all 5 should have an ERA below 4. And 1 hopefully will have an ERA below 2. Ball 4.
First walk issued by Lackey tonight.
So Kyle leading the way. John Lester behind him, and pretty decent chance the Cubs will have the top 2 in all of baseball in ERA.
Is it Tanaka in the American League? I think he's got a 3-something to lead the AL.
Yeah, and I mentioned Fulmer. strike on Rodriguez. Tanaka 307. Fulmer is not on the list, but should have enough innings to qualify by the end of the year. He's at 155 and 2/3. He's got a 295. So as a true rookie, Michael Fulmer has a chance to lead the American League in ERA. That's the other question about Gary Sanchez. As great a start as he's had, he only plays in 56, 57 games. Can he beat out an ERA leader for the Rookie of the Year? I mean, he can, but will he, I guess, is the question. Pulled foul.
Yeah, I would doubt it. I mean, it's been awfully impressive what he has done, but you'd have to honor the season that Fulmer has had.
What a year Kyle Hendricks has had, and this goes back to his start against the Pirates June 19th. Blackie's 1-2. I guess it was a ball.
If Kyle finishes with an ERA below 2, it will be the 4th consecutive year that the National League ERA leader has had a sub-2. Greinke had a 166 last year. The 2 previous seasons, it was Clayton Kershaw. Last time there was a run like that was back in the Maddox Pedro days, mid-90s.
That's a base hit. That's going to send Matt Joyce to third. So this happened last night, and obviously the Cubs blew out the Pirates 12-2, so it didn't matter. But you've talked about catchers picking the bases, and the Cubs do it a fair amount. It was borderline, but this could have been a called strike 3. It's just tough to get the call, as you often mention, when the catcher comes out of his crouch. You see where it was, 4 right on that outside edge.
Quinn Wolcott's had a big zone tonight. You're almost always sacrificing the pitch when you go for the pick.
First and third, it's Cervelli with 1 out. Big cut and a miss. There are some catchers who will kind of give the home plate umpire a little bit of a warning that he's going to do it. And a little tap on the foot. You have to be very discreet about it, obviously. You don't want the other team to know you're going to do it, but it kind of gives that home plate umpire just a little bit of an alert.
Yeah, stay with me here. Yes. Stay on this pitch. Don't let my quick movement influence you too much.
And probably, worth every once in a while, maybe before a game, reminding a home plate umpire, hey, I like to throw to first, so just hang with me.
Speaking of discreet ways to work with an umpire, there was a catcher years ago who did not like the strike zone of the home plate umpire, and every time he thought the umpire missed a call, he made a tally mark in the dirt next to him. And by the time he got to the diagonal slash, he was gone. He didn't say a word, just kept making the tally marks, and finally the home plate umpire had enough and ran him.
That's beautiful. I love that the catcher did it, and I love that the home plate umpire knew it and threw him out. Two to Cervelli is inside.
Inside is where they went last time to get the ground ball double play from Cervelli.
3-2. Hit foul.
This time Montero wanted the slider. Lackey shook to the fastball away, and they do come with the slider this time.
And the bases are loaded. Pitch fourth inning for Lackey. Needs a ground ball and an infielder.
That's been his game tonight. He only has the one strikeout, but he's gotten a lot of outs on the ground. More like the John Lackey of last year. That was his MO with the Cardinals.
Served down the right field line, foul.
Much more of a ground ball pitcher last year. This year the strikeout rate is up. More sliders, fewer two-seam fastballs.
Tying runs on base. Joyce at third, Rodriguez second, Cervelli at first. Josh Bell is in the on-deck circle for the pitcher. 1-1.
John really grinding here, trying to think his way through this inning.
Line, double play, 4-6 to end the inning. Kawasaki, Tobias, and Lackey escapes. It's still 4-1 after 4.
Listen up. This is the time, this is the place, and this is Ford F-150, the truck that goes toe-to-toe with your life. Made of high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy that pulled the highest safety rating the government can give. And with Pro Trailer backup assist, it's like having your head on a swivel, pal. So load up your crew. This is the time.
Now during Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on a built Ford Tough F-150 or Super Duty. See your local Ford dealer today.
For almost 40 years, I've worked hard to enforce the safety rules on our highways and in workplaces, to hold the negligent accountable. And it's helped make our community a safer, better place. But to keep our community safe and strong, we've got to take good care of our children. This is why I've donated hundreds of thousands to support programs like Kids Stop, Reading Buddies, Teachers of Excellence, and the United Way. And it's also why I only do personal injury law. Because helping injured people win justice is its own reward.
If you're in the market for a new car, there's a new choice in town. Introducing Elgin Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 4 of the most popular and dependable automotive brands from one of the most trusted automotive names in Chicagoland, the Bob Lacurcio Auto Group, which means the new choice in town is now part of the best choice in town. Don't miss our celebration event going on now at the grand opening of the all-new Elgin Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Elgin, or visit elgincdjr.com.
You're going to like buying a car this way.
Hard Count, featuring Brian Urlacher, presented by Restore, Thursday nights at 10:30 on CSN.
You can follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, all season long on CSNChicago.com. Presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich, serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
Good amount of blue in the house here tonight.
Vogel's song gets one more inning. And a curve is over for a strike. Pennsylvania. Kutztown University of Pennsylvania. Vogelsong's alma mater.
Played against them when I was in college. He wasn't on the team.
Nickname?
Some kind of a cat, maybe?
That's always,
I don't know.
It's always a good guess.
They're Kutztown State. And what I remember about their field, if I've got the right one, we played a lot of these schools in Pennsylvania, their right field fence was like the back of the football bleachers, and it was really short.
Okay.
So you could pull the ball like 500 feet to straightaway right field, and it was a double because it was so short. And there was a line, you know, out towards right center when it became, you know, it was a home run if you hit it to the left of this particular pole. But that, I'm sure they have a better facility now. That was in the Stone Ages.
The Golden Bears?
Is that what they are? A pretty good running back came out of there. Right? For the Jets, I think.
Else gets in the lineup. Vogelsong went to high school in Atglen, Pennsylvania. Just a little closer to Philadelphia than here. That's a strike. 3-1 on La Stella. Let's see. Football. Little bobble and a boot, and he still got him somehow.
So a converted catcher. This time his hands let him down. He kicks it, stumbles, bumbles, but he does have the ball in his glove when he slaps the base with his right hand.
Slapping the base. He's lucky he didn't get stepped on by his pitcher and then the runner right there, and then right
could have turned
there.
real ugly for him. And a good job by Chris Guccione getting the call right.
Are you thinking of John Mobley, linebacker?
No,
Kutztown
running back. Maybe it was maybe it was Millersville or one of those other schools.
Okay.
Shippensburg.
Joe Madden went to Lafayette. And he's going to head back to that school for, I think, their homecoming game. Fly ball down the right field line, out of play.
Bruce Harper played for the Jets. He was out of Kutztown.
Okay.
What is Lafayette? The Lafayette Lehigh game's the big game every year.
That might be it. That might be
It's
it.
probably the one. Joe quarterbacked the freshman team when he was in college.
Baez chases a breaking ball, and that will probably be it for Vogelsong. 4-1 Cubs in the fifth.
It's the fabric that brings an entire nation together. It says to the world, we will never lose faith. We believe in this team. Her generation, his generation, the next generation. Maybe this October, if we fly it high enough and loud enough and proud enough, well, you get the idea.
This may look like just a car driving down the road, but the Camry is so much more. It's the product of over $1 million an hour of research and development to enhance its cutting-edge features. We worry about every single detail, so by the time it gets to you, there's nothing left to worry about. Tested, trusted Toyota. Lease a new 2017 Camry with zero due at signing or get 0% APR for 72 months plus $500 bonus cash. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Know your financial plan won't keep you up at night. Know you have insights from professional investment strategists to help set your mind at ease. Know that planning for retirement can be the least of your worries. With the guidance of a PNC Investments financial advisor, know you can get help staying on track for the future you've always wanted.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. Coming up later tonight on Sportsnet Central, we'll look at the possible starting rotation for the Cubs when the playoffs start on October the 7th. Plus, the Bulls at practice floor for the first time, and we'll check in on the Blackhawks, who unbelievably open their preseason tomorrow night when they host the defending champion Penguins. But for now, let's go back to Len and JD in the Steel City.
Well, thank you, Cap. Don't miss your chance to experience spring training at beautiful Sloan Park in Mesa, Arizona. Reserve your place in line by joining the spring training season ticket holder waiting list. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit sloanpark.com.
Starling Marte will pinch hit for Ryan Vogelsong. Marte has missed 19 of the last 21 games with lower back issues, trying to return last week and just didn't quite feel right. One strike offering. Is lifted foul out of play. Marte was an all-star this year. Injury replacement a couple of days before the break.
For a long time, he was up near the top of the leaderboard in terms of wins above replacement. An all-around player, tremendous defender out there in left field. Speed guy, steals bases, goes first to third, hits for a high average.
A really underrated player. Yeah, he's one of those guys who just kind of does everything well. Probably the only thing he doesn't do is take a lot of walks. He does everything else. And a terrific left fielder.
The current leader in wins above replacement in the National League is Chris Bryant. This is according to a Baseball Reference. Freddie Freeman tied with Nolan Arenado behind Bryant.
Yeah, Freeman.
So he's been on a
nice
tear.
year. Yeah. Marte is out 2-3, and it'll bring up Jaso.
Corey Seager, number 4 on that list. Anthony Rizzo, number 5.
We haven't really discussed MVP. The MVP race here lately feels like it's Bryant's to lose at this point.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. Everything I read from the writers. He's got the counting stats. He's got the advanced metrics. He's got the fact that he's been versatile, playing the outfield as well as third base. And he's got a chance to do something that very few guys have done with a 40 home run, 100 RBI season in just his second campaign. There's the elite company that he would be in if he manages to get that 40th home run. McGuire, Matthews, Kiner, DiMaggio, and Chuck Klein.
As you said, it helps we're finishing up in Cincinnati. Chris likes that ballpark. Change up just off the outside corner. 2-2. Wide again.
Don't know what the Pirates will do at first base next year. Jaso's gotten the lion's share of the playing time there this year. They've used 6 or 7 different guys at the position. And normally that's a position where you count on a fair bit of run production, and that's just not Jaso's game.
You gotta wonder if they're just going to tell Josh Bell, that's your spot. Called strike 3. Because they've got 3 outfielders who play basically every day.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? Sean Rodriguez will be a free agent, and he's having the best year of his career. He may or may not be back in a Pirate uniform next year. It seems like he kind of needs to be in a Pirate uniform because he looks kind of like a Pirate.
Well, Joe Madden had Sean Rodriguez in Tampa Bay. He's a Madden-like player. He plays a lot of different positions. That one hit hard into right. Polanco stopping with 1. 2-out single, bringing up McCutchen. Swing and a miss on a slider. Talked the last time we saw the Pirates. Made some really intriguing deals. A lot of their guys are not paying their outfielders a ton of money. Smaller markets, so they have to be a bit creative. Cubs, as we chronicled, getting amazing value out of their young players as well. And that has allowed them to go out and bring in some free agents like Lester and Hayward and Zobrist and John Lackey.
Oof. Could have been. Yeah, the Pirates traded Liriano to Toronto. Getting out from underneath his contract. They sent a couple decent prospects to Toronto in that deal as well because of the money that Liriano was making. I got Drew Hutchison in return. He's in the bullpen for the Pirates right now. He'll have a chance to compete for a spot in their rotation next spring. Ivan Nova, who they acquired from the Yankees, has pitched well for them, and they've had conversations with him trying to get him to sign an extension. Yeah, I think earlier in the year when we saw McCutchen, he probably swings at that pitch, but last 6 weeks he's been much better, seeing the ball better. He's always had such good balance in the batter's box.
Polanco takes off. The 3-2 is low. John
was in a bit of a bind in the second. He was able to get a big double play and allowed just the 1 run. Last inning, line drive double play got him out of trouble. He's got Gong up there, who's had a very nice month of September with a couple men on base.
And a strike. Bottom of the 5th. Big inning for the Cubs was the second when Chris Coghlan cleared the bases with a triple. Pirates have the tying run at the plate and a guy with good home run power. Pirates third base coach Rick Sofield is about 35 feet from home plate. They have a coach's box, but it's more of a suggestion than a requirement. The lines look cool. Gets away. Polanco will advance. McCutchen did not. And it's a wild pitch charged to Lackey. So 1st and 3rd and 2-1 on the hitter.
Ball that McCutchen probably should have been able to advance as well on. John has had base runners in every inning except for the 3rd.
He shook off Montero about 12 times, so try it again. Instead, he'll just tell him.
There's a little bit of a conversation going on here. I don't think they have the same opinion as to how they want to try to finish going off here.
Freddie Freeman just hit a home run. He's now got a 29-game hitting streak. McCutchen goes 3-2 swing and a miss on a slider, and the inning is over. Lackey and Montero discussed, and it worked perfectly. After 5, Cubs 4, Pirates 1.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid, the SUV that dares to go beyond utility. Lease the 2016 NX Turbo with 0 due at signing for $419 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Value City Furniture presents How to Buy the Perfect Mattress. First, ask yourself, are you avoiding shopping for a new mattress because you think mattress shopping is anything but a comfortable experience? wake up and head to Value City Furniture. Our unique 3-step process makes finding the perfect Serta or Beauty Rest mattress so easy, you can almost do it in your sleep.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. And that's how to buy the perfect piece at Value City Furniture.
If it rains or it storms, you might lose TV. No shows tonight when there's snow or high winds or even hail. Kiss your shows goodbye.
We actually have Xfinity, so weather isn't a problem.
Don't get left behind with DirecTV. Xfinity gives you reliable TV service, rain or shine. Sign up today or get started with this great offer. Call or go online today.
To gear up for a Cubs playoff run, CSN has a gift for you. It's the 12 Days of Cubs, a collection of behind-the-scenes stories on your favorite club. Every night on Sportsnet Central, sponsored by State Farm.
Hey fans, when you think mortgage in Chicago, think eClick Lending. Whether looking to purchase or refi, never pay lender fees with eClick Lending. Visit us online at eclicklending.com to lock in your low rate today. eClick Lending, point, click, save.
Left-hander Wade LeBlanc.
17 appearances so far this year with Seattle and Pittsburgh. A veteran left-hander, 32 years of age. Stop me if you heard it before. He's a finesse-style left-hander coming out of this Pirate bullpen. They've got a whole bunch of them. We saw 3 of them last night. 8 left-handed relievers out there in the pen to go along with 5 from the right side.
Facing Kawasaki. And a called strike. 8th big league season for LeBlanc. It's from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Went to University of Alabama.
Pirates picked him up in the middle of the month. He'd been put on waivers, designated for assignment by the Mariners. Broke in with the Padres back in 2008.
Pitched a little in Japan last year. That is foul. Just foul to left.
It's going to be hard to sneak one by Polanco into the left field corner. He's playing as close to the line as you're going to see for a left-handed hitter of the non-pitcher variety. It's like he's taking away foul territory more than he's taking away the left center gap.
Shallow left, and he'll get there pretty easily.
Yeah, he was over and way in too. Yep. Well, that's Kawasaki. He's not going to hit it over your head very often.
First time he's been retired. Now Matt Caesar will bat for Lackey. So John Lackey likely has thrown his final pitch of the regular season. And it was a good pitch, wasn't it? He struck out Gunn with 2 on and 2 down.
That long conversation with Montero. They finally agreed on a pitch, and he made a really good one. He had to work in and out of trouble, but solid numbers. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run.
So summer training is over for John Lackey. The real games will start soon.
Let the games begin.
Right. There's spring training, there's summer training, and then there's the quote real season. Cervelli. And here was that final pitch of the night for Lackey.
Yep. Good strike to ball slider moving off the outside corner down below the knees. You see the feedback he gets from Montero. He says, yes, that's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
Pitchers like that, right? Even if the catcher's kind of embellishing. They want their battery mate to go. That's what. That's it.
Yeah, you always want that feedback.
Inside. Fowler a walk and a run in the second. RBI two-base hit in the fourth.
Black Daddy looking for his 11th win. Got a couple big double plays, one on the ground, one on a line drive. Taking advantage of some sloppy base running by the Pirates.
It's been a really nice addition, hasn't he?
Oh, he's been outstanding.
He has fit right in. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. LeBlanc goes 1-2-3. Cubs lead 4-1.
We're Southwest, and we have one word for you. Yes. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. Yes to rewards you can actually use. How your life is now. In a world full of no, we're a plane full of yes. That's transparency.
For 13 seasons, I played for the Bears. But this year, I'm ready to shake up the game in a whole new way with my own show. Watch The Hard Count, presented by Restore, Thursdays at 10:30 on CSN Chicago.
Number 54 stars on CSN. All Bears, all the time.
This is Anthony Rizzo, all-star first baseman for the Chicago Cubs. When he's not playing baseball, he's reading about baseball.
God, he's so good.
When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball. When he's not listening to baseball,
what's up, boys?
He's watching live baseball.
Jonesy. Ooh, that's deep. Ooh.
And when he's not watching live baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
This is the last place you'd expect us to talk about staying connected with state-of-the-art technology. Or wow you with a massive touchscreen. Then again, you probably didn't think you'd need your survival skills back on the road either. Jeep Cherokee. Conquer all the world's most challenging places. Celebrating 75 years of the most awarded SUV lineup ever. Or get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $7,600 in savings on select Cherokee Trailhawk models and dealer stock.
Hawks, Penguins. Tomorrow at 7:30 on CSN Plus.
Well, folks, register for the chance to purchase 2016 postseason tickets for potential games to be played at Wrigley Field. Go to Cubs.com/postseason to register and learn more about this postseason ticket purchase opportunity. The Cubs will conduct random drawings from among eligible fans who successfully complete the registration form. The registration period for NLCS ends at noon Friday, October 7th. That's for the League Championship Series. October 7th is your deadline.
Caesar stays in, plays right. Coughlin heads to first. Albert Almora Jr. now in center, and Travis Wood will pitch.
Now Travis working for the 75th time, 4-0 with a 3.07.
Imagine Almora will go into Rizzo's spot in the batting order.
Good start. Cheese at the knees. Joyce and Rodriguez to follow have been the two best for the Pirates here tonight. Have had the best ABs.
Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-3, top 7 in New York. Blue Jays 5, Orioles 1. They go to the 7th in Toronto. Tigers shutting out the Indians 6-0 in the 6th. Mets still lead at Miami 4-1, 6th inning. High drive down the left field line. Foul territory. Baez slides to the barrier. La Stella leans over the railing and no play.
Yeah, and that's a play in this stage of the season with the playoffs right around the corner. You got to be careful. And you see Baez going into slide mode a little earlier than he might have otherwise. Smart play. If the Cubs hadn't clinched yet, he probably would have dove headlong into the seats.
Joyce swings and misses for strike 3. And Joe will make a change. So Wood came on just to get the lefty, which he did. And it might be Trevor Cahill, who was getting loose earlier. And it is the sinker baller when we come back in the 6th.
For a beautiful look that stays clean, choose Dutch Boy DuraClean exterior paint from Menards. It's a paint and primer in one that resists dirt and mildew. A gallon of exterior flat is only $22.97 after rebate. All-purpose plastic sheeting can be used as a drop cloth or as a vapor barrier to cover insulation. Pick up a 10 by 25-foot roll, just $5.99 each. Find this and more during Menards Made in the USA sale.
Save big money at Menards.
My Allen USB port, the USB port that looks suspiciously like a sofa. It's probably the best looking USB port ever and only $7.99. Plug in your devices and binge watch in extreme comfort with my Bobopedic seating. Plus dual power recliners and dual power headrests. Get the USB port that looks suspiciously like a sofa or the one that looks like a console love seat in dark chocolate or light brown. Each only $7.99. Untouchable and only at my Bob's Discount Furniture.
This beer is true to its roots. Brewed only in Golden, Colorado, and nowhere else, ever. Coors Banquet. That's how it's done.
To gear up for a Cubs playoff run, CSN has a gift for you. It's the 12 Days of Cubs, a collection of behind-the-scenes stories on your favorite club. Every night on Sportsnet Central, sponsored by State Farm.
Hey, the Newborn Fan Club is the perfect gift for parents of tiny cubs to showcase what it means to be a Cub for life. Receive a customized photo of the Wrigley Field marquee, a Cubs birth certificate, baby stocking cap, and unique Cubs onesie. Visit Cubs.com/kids for more information. And it's time for the Midas Tire and Auto Service experts. Call to the pen. It is righty Trevor Cahill.
Trevor 4-4 with a .269. He's been on a good roll here lately. Has a 1.99 ERA over his last 15 games, including one start.
Sean Rodriguez has 4 hits in the series. Bounding ball foul. 1-1.
Well, look at those numbers. 351 on base, 521 slug, career best 18 home runs.
Check the swing as he rolls to Baez.
Don't you get
Hey, there's a lefty warming up. Antonio Bastardo.
John Cervelli. He'll be around a while with the Pirates. Got a 3-year extension in May.
Good pitch.
2-2.
Little crossfire heater to the outside corner. Took it out a little further, hoping to get the offer by Cervelli, but he didn't bite. He's pretty disciplined, doesn't strike out that much.
3-2 changeup. Bottom fell out of it. Cervelli missed it. Inning over. We go to the 7th. Cubs lead 4-1.
Combining home and auto can save you big. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway.
No matter which Passat you choose, you get more standard features for less than you expected.
Hurry in and lease the 2017 Passat S for just $199 a month.
Add style and save on new flooring from Menards. Shaw laminate flooring is beautiful, durable, and easy to install. Nature's Element in 5 styles is $119 a square foot, or Classic Charm in 2 styles just $214 a square foot. Add comfort with carpet from Looptex Mills. Bridal Path carpet in 2 colors, 99 cents a square foot. Irreplaceable plush carpet in 3 colors, $149 a square foot. Find this and more during Menards Made in the USA sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Hello?
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Are you serious? Not khakis. What are you wearing?
For fastballs, call me. For saving time and money, call State Farm.
You sound hideous.
Let's get the rest of the season schedule brought to you by PNC Bank. Night games tomorrow and Thursday. And then off to Cincinnati Friday night, late in the afternoon Saturday. And Sunday, all the games around baseball will start just after 2 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah, they started that a couple years ago, right?
I think last year.
Was it last year, the first year?
First year they did it, yeah.
So the teams out west wouldn't have an advantage of knowing what teams back east had done.
Yep.
See if Coughlin can keep his perfect night going. Single, triple walk so far. Again, Polanco really shading towards the line and left.
Blowing outside. One guy we were just talking about between innings who had some DL time this year and will not qualify for the ERA title. Arguably had his best year. A guy who's already won 3 Cy Young Awards and feels already like a no-brainer Hall of Famer. And that is Clayton Kershaw, currently 12-3 with a 165 and 20 starts. He has walked 10 batters all year in 142 innings. He's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Clearly a Hall of Famer. I think if his career ended now, he'd be a Hall of Famer, even though he wouldn't have the counting stats just because of the dominance.
Yep. Yeah, 3 Cy Youngs, leading the majors in ERA 4 consecutive years.
And it's funny, as he's pitched at such a high level, there's always that, people say, well, he's no Koufax. Well, why not? Why can't he be Koufax?
Oh.
Yeah, it's 2 chances in a row that she's missed. Susie Cool makes that play.
Now, is Susie over on the left field side?
I'm not sure.
I know they rotate. Well, she knocked it down.
Stay in front, don't panic.
Right, that's a good play by a third baseman, right? High in the air to right and deep. And back at the wall, it will be caught by Joyce. So while Kershaw will likely not be a big part of the Cy Young conversation, he could be a huge factor for the Dodgers in the postseason.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The story with the Dodgers all year is how they've been able to overcome injuries, and especially to the pitching staff. But now that he's back, Rich Hill appears to be healthy. They become that much more dangerous.
And there will be a point, and it hasn't happened yet, right, where Clayton Kershaw is going to have a postseason like Randy Johnson did in 2001, like Madison Bumgarner did a few years ago. Because the storyline to date, 13 games, 10 starts in the postseason. Clayton Kershaw has a .459 earned run average. His regular season career ERA is 2.37. So there's been this narrative that, well, he struggled on the big stage, but that will change at some point.
Yeah, that's small sample.
Almora fouls off. He just came in to play center. Right field. And extra bases for Almora. It's a double. Albert's had a nice series. He was in the lineup last night and went 3 for 6. And he's 1 for 1 tonight.
Lets that ball travel and pings it the other way for a 2-base hit. The next move for Almora in terms of his career development, I think the power numbers are going to get better, and needs to show a little more patience at the plate. Look at his minor league numbers. Did not work a very high walk rate. I suspect that will continue to get better. Just a kid.
1-1 to Zobrist.
Speaking of kids, in 1963, on this date, the Houston Colt 45s, that's what they were before they were the Astros. They fielded an all-rookie lineup. All 9 of them. Jay Dahl, the starting pitcher, was 17 years old. Jerry Grody, Rusty Staub, Joe Morgan, Glenn Vaughn, Sonny Jackson, Brock Davis, Aaron Pointer, and Jimmy Wynn.
Sonny Jackson, former Cubs coach.
He was 19, making his debut. Morgan was 20. Staub was 19. Grody was 20. Jimmy Wynn, the toy cannon, was 21. But Aaron Pointer did not go on to have a a long and memorable major league career. His sisters, however, had a very successful career.
Pointer sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he asked to be in the group and they said, then we have to change the name.
He had to drive the bus like Reuben Kincaid.
Full count pitch, ground ball into the shortstop Mercer. I'd like to welcome all our viewers watching on WTC Communications in Wilton, Iowa.
Did you know that Aaron Pointer went on to become a NFL head linesman?
No.
And according to Baseball Reference, he is the last professional ball player to hit over 400 in a full season U.S.-based minor league.
Oh, you are
there. You go.
Full of information tonight.
Everything you ever wanted to know about Aaron Pointer.
I don't know if Aaron was musically inclined, but if he had joined the band, they could have called it the Pointer Sisters and Brother Aaron, kind of like Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea who that is, but I'm nodding in agreement.
It's too late to turn back now.
Oh,
remember that song?
Oh, absolutely.
And Treat Her Like a Lady. Remember that one?
Sure.
Treat her like you got to treat her like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those were their two early hits. Is it Colt Stadium? Is that where the Houston team played originally? Outdoors?
I think they played in Buff Stadium originally, maybe the old minor league park, and then Colt. I don't know. Colt Stadium. Yeah, I don't know if they ever played in Buff Stadium. If Colt Stadium was built for the new ball club.
I remember Ernie Banks telling stories about how hot and humid it was playing at that ballpark before they built the Astrodome.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Mosquitoes as big as birds.
Was it next to the dome?
Colt Stadium?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was torn down by the time I got there.
Yeah.
It was a furniture store at the side of the old Colt Stadium. I'm not sure. I don't think it was that close to the dome.
Fly ball to left in that corner. Polanco, I think he caught it. Yep, he did. In foul territory, nicely done, and that will end the inning. Stretch time in Pittsburgh. Cubs lead 4-1.
This beer gets straight to the point. It looks you in the eyes and firmly shakes your hand. Coors Banquet. That's how it's done.
The 2016 Nissan Rogue. An IIHS top safety pick with intuitive all-wheel drive. Take on any road in Nissan Rogue, Murano, and Pathfinder with intuitive all-wheel drive. Get to your local Nissan store today for 0% financing for up to 72 months or get a low $189 per month lease on Rogue.
With a curved ultra-high definition screen, Samsung's SUHD TVs give you a brighter picture and the most brilliant colors for the best viewing experience. It's Samsung's best TV, and it's here at Apt Electronics. Available in screen sizes from 48 to 88 inches. Come see it today. Guaranteed low prices, unbeatable selection, and free local delivery. Apt. Pleasing people since 1936.
Play hard, party hard. That's what I tell my players. When it's time to celebrate, I shop at Binny's Beverage Depot. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. And like I coach the guys, if you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Follow In-Game Live on CSNChicago.com, presented by State Farm. Cubs have won 6 of 7. Grabbed their 100th victory last night. And they lead late 4-1. Jordy Mercer will lead off here in the bottom of the 7th. Curve for a strike. That one never did make it to the plate.
Trevor was a second-round pick of the A's in the 2006 draft out of Vista High School in Vista, California.
Almora on the move. Let him run. This is the kind of ballpark I'm sure Albert enjoys. He likes to run down those gaps.
Yeah, we talked about his, what he needs to do offensively, defensively, pretty much a finished product.
So that'll be it for Cahill. Here comes the big lefty, Mike Montgomery, in the 7th.
The Honda Take Home a CRV sales event is here with incredible deals. Loaded with standard features like Pandora compatibility, a multi-angle rear view camera, and plenty of cargo space. It's no wonder the CRV was named a Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Buy for 2016. Hurry into the Honda Take Home a CRV sales event and get a great deal today.
This beer gets straight to the point. It looks you in the eyes and firmly shakes your hand. Coors Banquet. That's how it's done.
Save big on Mastercraft doors at Menards. Mastercraft has the largest selection of quality doors at the lowest prices. This prime 6-panel door is ready to paint to match your home style. Right now, it's just $49. Get free local high-definition TV channels with this digital outdoor TV antenna from RCA. It receives TV broadcasts up to a 65-mile radius, only $59.99. Find this and more during Menards Made in the USA sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Saturday night, it's a special edition of Beer Money with Anthony Rizzo and David Ross that you don't want to miss.
That's a bonus.
Beer Money, presented by Coors Light, Saturday after Cubs post-game live.
Welcome back, Cub fans. Join the Cubs season ticket holder waiting list. Do it today. Claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
Time for the Midas Tire and Auto Service Experts Call to the Pen. Mike Montgomery has pitched in relief and as a starter.
All combined with the Mariners and the Cubs, 4-5 with a 2.59 ERA. Bullpen so far so good tonight. Cahill and Wood combining to retire the 4 batters they faced.
David Freese homered off the bench last night. He went to the opposite field off Hector Rondon. Ground ball to Baez. 2 gone. Finally, Josh Bell will get an at bat. He was on deck twice. In the 9th spot, he'll bat for Jaso.
Switch hitter. Not as extreme with his stance from the right side. From the left side, that front foot is the outside line of the batter's box. Well off of home plate, more conventional from the right side. The large human. He only had 16 at-bats as a right-handed batter. 3 hits and 16 tries. As a lefty, he's hitting .293.
We have a Partridge family controversy. Scott on Twitter says Shirley, not Ruben, drove the bus.
That sounds right.
It's been a while since I've seen that show. I'm sure Ruben was the backup bus driver.
Maybe he just showed up. They probably didn't even let him on the bus.
Bell keeps the inning alive. Polanco.
Montgomery, because of his experience working both as a starter and a bullpen guy, intrigues Joe Madden, and his stuff is really good too. He's got a very nice curveball. And he manipulate that pitch. He can throw it early for a called strike. He can bury it down to get a swing and miss when he's ahead in the count.
Not much happening for the Pirates offense in this series. 3 runs combined last night and tonight. Polanco waves at strike 2. Down to second. On a wild pitch. By the way, I don't know if you can really see it. The left hand of Miguel Montero. He's got 2 of his fingers taped. You can see the index finger and then the ring finger right around the knuckle area. Another one gets by. And he was in the clubhouse today when he was taping those fingers, and I said, what's going on here? He said, well, I had to tape this finger recently, and then I got a hit that night, so I had to keep taping it. And then I had to tape this finger, and I got a hit, so I had to keep taping it. So I said, so we got 2 fingers taped, and the only reason is because he got hits. And then he's got a little cut, I think, on the right index finger, so that's why he taped that. But you do stuff like that, and then you have success, you just kind of keep doing it. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Imagine DiMaggio when he had his 56-game hitting streak.
Taping
it looked like a mummy.
After 7, it's still 4-1 Cubs.
Honda Take Home a CRV sales event is here with incredible deals. Loaded with standard features like Pandora compatibility, a multi-angle rear view camera, and plenty of cargo space. It's no wonder the CRV was named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Buy for 2016. Hurry into the Honda Take Home a CRV sales event and get a great deal today.
It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
E-Man.
What up, Peyton?
You know I have DirecTV NFL Sunday ticket. I get every game, every Sunday, all in HD.
Yeah, I know that.
So you want to come over? I'll make nachos.
I can't right now, man. I'm playing.
All right, pencil you in for Tuesday.
Get NFL Sunday ticket only on DirecTV and watch live football anywhere. Switch today and get a $100 reward card.
Tomorrow night, Jake Arrieta looks for his 19th win. It's game 3 of this series, and we'll have the first pitch just after 6 o'clock right here on CSN Chicago.
Jake was outstanding last time out. He's put up great numbers in his career against Pittsburgh. We look forward to that one.
Freeze stays in and plays first, and Antonio Bastardo, see his combined numbers with the Mets and the Pirates, will work here in the 8th.
3-0 with a 4.11 for Bastardo. Lefty goes fastball, slider, change, likes to climb the ladder with his fastball. In the 8th now in Miami, Mets lead the Marlins 4-1 behind Noah Syndergaard. He was out after 6, allowed 1 run, struck out 8. Jay Bruce hit a home run tonight for the Mets. His 3rd in a Met uniform. Yoenis Cespedes hit his 31st.
One on Listella. Here's the pitch. Bottom right quadrant. According to our Honda pitch tracks, 1-2.
Cardinals trail the Reds 2-1, bottom of the 4th in St. Louis. Cardinals got thumped by Cincinnati last night.
1 away.
A loss that Mike Matheny afterwards said was embarrassing. (15-2) the final.
Javier Baez playing short tonight, takes ball 1. Baez is the 4th Cub since 1913 to make at least 20 starts at 2nd, 3rd, and short. Other 3, Raleigh Zider, 1917, Sparky Adams, 1927, and Jose Vizcaíno, 1993.
What a prince of a guy he was.
Yeah, it's you got to have at least a couple Jose Vizcaíno references in every major league season.
Working for somebody these days, isn't he, as a consultant or?
We can find out. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
He wanted to hit that one all the way to whatever's up there. Punxsutawney. to the Andy Warhol Bridge. Hey, happy birthday, Pittsburgh, by the way. They're celebrating a bicentennial here. 200 years old, this fine American city.
That's right. Celebrating this summer. Jose, a special assistant in the Dodgers front office. And that is a large front office, isn't it?
Yeah, they have a lot of talented people over there.
Right center for a base hit. Here are some names of people involved with the Dodgers in their baseball department. All right. We're talking like special assistants. So Andrew Friedman's the president. Tommy Lasorda, Don Newcomb, special advisors to the chairman. Farhan Zaida is the general manager. Josh Burns, former GM, he's senior vice president. Ned Coletti, former GM, senior advisor. Gabe Kapler, former big league player, director of player development. Jerry Hunsaker, you know Jerry, he's a special advisor. Pat Corrales, Jose Vizcaíno, Aaron Seeley, they're special assistants.
Yeah, we've seen Aaron out doing a little scouting the last couple of years. That was pretty slick. It's a real bad miss by Bastardo, but it gives Cervelli a chance to do this.
Wow.
Between Cervelli and Kawasaki in the box, you never know what you're going to get there.
Bastardo will check on Baez.
Cubs 13-3 against the Pirates this year. They won the last 5 ball games. Outscoring them by over 40 runs. This was entering play tonight. As I mentioned earlier, the Pirates' biggest issue this year has been the pitching. The starting pitching just did not perform anywhere near what they did last year. They traded Mark Melancon away at the trade deadline. He will be a free agent, and there was some talk in the local papers here the other day about them possibly re-signing Melancon.
Third time Kawasaki has been on.
That would be a pretty shrewd move, and Melancon left here in good terms. Really enjoyed his time here.
Yeah, you know, Jason Hamill came back to the Cubs after being traded. Kind of wonder why it doesn't happen more often, especially if you're happy where you are and business is business. You get traded mid-season, but Caesar with 2 on and 1 out. Do you want to go next level, Partridge family?
I can't go very deep on the Partridge family.
I'm not telling you to. I'm just telling you I can.
Sure.
As people on Twitter are giving us the lowdown. Apparently the backup bus driver was Keith, the oldest son, when Shirley was unavailable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
David Cassidy.
Yep. He sang the stretch once. Long pause by Bastardo, and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
You know, Shirley Jones, who played Shirley Partridge, she turned down the role of Catwoman, the original Batman TV series.
Really?
No, I made that up. She would have been good, though.
Caesar strikes out. Well, we'll get back to the Partridge family, but our hefty home run leaderboard. Cubs have 2 30-homer guys, 3 with at least 20.
Cubs, number 40, Wilson Contreras, Montgomery.
Danny Bonaducci has none. Wilson Contreras off the bench.
He's been swinging it well lately. Stardo very deliberate, takes a lot of time, especially with men on base. Like Cervelli trying to get Freese's attention down there at first base. The idea of maybe trying to put on a little pickoff play.
Foul tip. Bastardo basically taking the air out of the ball. Really deliberate.
Boy, if you ever had a game with Bastardo and what's the kid's name out in L.A.?
Baez.
Pedro Baez.
Baez.
That was epic. How slow he worked.
He threw 29 pitches in 29 minutes in a game against the Cubs earlier this season.
We talk often about the chess match between the hitter and the pitcher, and sometimes in chess, you know, those guys will ponder over those moves forever.
Right.
Except for when, you know, they play that game with the clock. See, maybe that's what, put a little thing out there, and Bastardo has to slap it when he makes a pitch.
Two on Contreras. We'll try it again. Did you know the Partridge family was based on the Cowsills? A real
I know the Cowsills
family. Yeah, the Rain the Park and other things was their hit.
I seem to recall Mad Magazine doing a parody calling it the Putrid Family, but
just missed low.
Well, everybody on the move here on 3-2.
Can you tell me Reuben Kincaid's real name, the actor?
I want to go with Dave Madden.
You are all over it.
Susan Day, right?
Susan Day was in that.
And she went on to have a very successful career. Was L.A. Law? Was that?
That was.
Yeah.
At some point, Bastardo will throw another pitch.
And Corbin Burnson, is that how you said Burnson? L.A. Law,
right? Was later
Major League.
In Major League.
Let's bring it all back to baseball here.
There you go. That's how we get back to baseball. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Middle of the 8th. Cubs 4, Pirates 1.
Hello? This is she.
Is that the doctor?
Okay, wow, really? It's 2? That's great news, thank you.
It's 2?
Yes, it's 2. It's 2 for 1 windows at Feldco.
Feldco is offering 2 windows for the price of 1, with no money down and no interest for 1 year.
2 windows for the price of 1 ends Friday. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Playing on DirecTV Cinema.
We need to be put in check.
How long are you gonna play both sides?
Do you really want to punch your way out of this?
You chose the wrong side. Keep telling yourself that.
Marvel's Captain America: Civil War. Rated PG-13.
Movies start at Channel 125.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan at our Comcast Sportsnet studios with the Sportsnet Central update presented by Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable values. Later tonight on Sportsnet Central, we'll have highlights and reaction from the Cubs after tonight's battle with the Bucks. Plus, Blackhawks get ready for tomorrow night's preseason opener. You can watch that game on CSN Plus and the Bulls tip-off training camp. But for now, we go back to Pittsburgh. Here's Len and Jim.
Much gratitude, Cap. The most popular way to follow the Cubs postseason push is with the MLB.com at-bat app, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy game day, live game video highlights, StatCast news, and more. Get MLB.com at-bat on your favorite devices now. Here comes Carl Edwards Jr., a hard-slinging, lanky right-hander for the 34th time.
McCutchen takes a strike. Lackey, Wood, Cahill, Montgomery, and Edwards. Did he go? He did. Call made by Quinn Wolcott, the plate umpire. Always aggravates a batter. Bounced to second, Kawasaki with an error.
Second error committed by the Cubs tonight. Javi Baez mishandled one way back in the first. Both fairly routine looking plays. Kawasaki scrambled over there in good position. Just couldn't handle that hop.
1-0. Curve strike. Do you see Edwards down the road being a starter at this level? Was he a bullpen guy for you?
I wouldn't rule it out, but you know, he looks very comfortable out there in the bullpen. I think there are those who think because he's so slender that you know, he might not hold up over the long season, pitching 200 innings. I don't know that I buy that argument.
Young takes a walk, so all of a sudden the Pirates have 2 on with nobody out. Error and a walk. And here comes Chris Bosio, the pitching coach, for a chat as Matt Joyce is due. Joe will get on the phone just to check in with Lester Strode. Jake Buchanan up in the bullpen.
Last couple of years for Carl, including his work in the minor leagues, has all been out of the bullpen. Earlier in his career, he worked as a starter.
I mean, you look at Edwards, and with his slight frame, you say, well, you worry about possible durability issues. But I think those were questions raised about Pedro Martinez years ago.
Yeah, I just, you know, he's here. He's establishing himself as a good bullpen piece now. He's 25 years of age. He's got a plus fastball, a good curveball. The changeup is a little bit behind, so that would be the key if he was going to be a starter. I think you'd have to feel comfortable that that third pitch would develop to a point where he would be competitive a third time through a major league batting order.
Made Joyce move his feet. 1-1. This is the home run Joyce hit last night of Hector Rondon.
Yeah, it's pretty good pop the other way.
Well, Montero really letting Walcott have it.
I'm hearing it from Montero. He's hearing it from the dugout as well. And I think the fact that Montero had to reach back across his body really influenced the call there.
Well, that was a challenge fastball, wasn't it? 3-1.
It's just tougher to get that call. You know, if that pitch is on the outside corner or even off the corner where Montero has to move his glove just a little bit to get it, much more likely to get the call, even if it was off the plate.
3-2. Cardinals put up a 4 spot in the 4th, lead the Reds 5-3. They're in the 5th. Home runs in that game: Carpenter, Diaz, and Votto. The Aledmys Diaz home run was a grand slam. Ground ball back to Edwards. Second for 1, first for 2. I hope Baez is all right. He kind of tripped over the runner, Gong, as his momentum was taking him toward first.
Third double play for the Cubs tonight. Edwards does a nice job here squaring his shoulders and making that accurate feed to second base. And Baez takes a step towards the runner before making that throw. He's trying to get his feet set. Catch a spike maybe?
Yeah, possibly. Runner at third, 2 outs. Let's see. Just an awkward landing.
Yeah, just trying to avoid stepping on Gong. Maybe rolled his ankle a little bit.
One and one. So Aledmys Diaz grew up with Jose Fernandez in Cuba. He was really distraught after hearing the news about Fernandez over the weekend. And then Diaz with a huge grand slam tonight in a game the Cardinals need. 1-2.
Diaz actually went to Miami.
That's right, he did.
Yesterday, right?
Rodriguez did not swing. It's 2-2. Fought off foul.
Yeah, it's one of those bad breaking balls that stayed in a little bit, though. If that drifts out over the plate, it could have been really problematic for Carl. 48th round pick in 2011 from Prosperity, South Carolina, Mid Carolina High School.
McCutchen at third, 2 outs, 8th inning. Called strike 3 to end the inning. He works around an error and a walk, keeps the Pirates off the board in the 8th. 4-1 Cubs to the ninth.
We're Southwest, and we have one word for you. Yes. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. Yes to rewards you can actually use. How you like us now? In a world full of no, we're a plane full of yes. That's transparency.
So, can I see you again?
I'm free on Black Forest Ham Day.
There's a Subway 350 sub of the day to help you remember life's important days.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day.
Every Every day a different 350 6-inch sub. Every day of the week. Every sub contains no artificial flavors. At just $3.50, it's a great sub at a great price.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on
Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day.
The 350 sub of the day. Every day of the week at Subway.
Navigate everything Mother Nature dishes out with Toyota's wide range of SUVs with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Have a big family? Adventure seeker. Want to go off-roading? Mother Nature is one tough lady. Toyota's all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive SUVs are tougher. Tested, trusted Toyota. Lease a new 2016 RAV4 with zero due at signing and zero first month's payment. Or get 0% APR for 60 months. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Tomorrow night, join former Bears linebacker Lance Briggs for his thoughts on a setback in Dallas and a look ahead to Sunday's matchup against Detroit. All of that and more on the Lance Briggs Show tomorrow at 11, actually tonight at 11 on CSN.
Juan Nicasio, next man up for the Pirates. 10-6 with a 4.37 earned run average. Looking for the 49th time, veteran right-hander. He was in the rotation for a while. He made 12 starts.
Ninth inning, Cubs lead by 3. Chris Coghlan started the night in right, now playing first. He's got 2 hits and 3 knocked in.
Nicasio, a hard thrower, averages around 94 miles per hour with his fastball. And you'll see mostly heaters and sliders from Nicasio.
One and one. Tigers thumped the Indians 12-0. Max Scherzer got his 19th win for Washington as Coghlan is out 5-3. So Scherzer ties John Lester, and Jake Arrieta can join them tomorrow. For the National League lead. Out into the gap in left center. Almora Jr. on his way to second. And he's going to try for 3. And he's in.
Wow. That was one impressive swing of the bat, my friends.
First career triple for Almora.
This is a 1-iron into the north side notch out there. First pitch fastball, and he jumps all over it. And that's why I mentioned earlier that the power is going to come with Almora. To be able to hit a ball on that trajectory that far, the strong young man.
So he's had 2 at-bats tonight, a double and a triple. Infield in against Zobrist. 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Nicasio from the wind and a high strike. Giants hosting the Rockies later tonight. Matt Moore will pitch for San Francisco. Just a game and a half separating the top 3 teams in the wild card race. Mets, Giants, Cardinals, 1, 2, 3. Mets seem to be on their way to a win, 9-1 at Miami in the ninth. And the Cardinals ahead in the fifth against the Reds.
So with a win, the Mets will go to 84-74. So they must be off on Thursday.
Ground ball to first. Freeze. Which is basically what Almora did. That ball was hit right to David Freeze. 2 outs.
Kind of slap his bat in frustration. You can't hit it much harder than that.
The Mets are off after playing again tomorrow night in Miami. And then they head to Philadelphia for the weekend. Giants have 3 more against the Rockies, including tonight, and then 3 against the Dodgers. They're at home the rest of the week. So are the Cardinals. Playing the Reds, 4-game series, and then the Pirates. Two 2-0 on Montero.
Quiet night for Montero so far. Nothing out of 4.
A 2-1 to Miguel, and he chased one. 2-2.
Mariners still have a fighting chance in the American League wild card. They are tied 4-4 with the Astros right now in the 6th. 2 games out of the wild card, out of the second wild card spot.
And the Blue Jays lost, right, to the yeah, Orioles lost to the Blue Jays. So Detroit is within 1 of Baltimore, and Seattle can do the same. So it could get really interesting in both leagues.
Yeah, the more chaos, the better.
Why not?
See everybody. Oh, it's a big jumbled mess of tied teams on the final day of the season.
Three-two pitch outside, ball 4.
It's the 7th walk issued by Pirate pitching here tonight. Vogelsong, the starter, walked 5 in 5 innings of work.
Starters, the pitchers of record. Could have a save situation in the bottom of the ninth if the Cubs do not tack on. Justin Grimm.
Aroldis Chapman worked in the ball game last night, and he had worked the day before as well. Last night was in a lopsided game, but he was able to come in and work on some stuff. Threw a lot of sliders, mixed in some changeups.
Well, I learned this from you, but Justin Grimm, if we asked him right now, do you want the Cubs to add on? He'd say, of course I do. But JD would say he's lying because he would like a save opportunity.
Yeah. And certainly, especially the guys who,
don't get the chance.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's the sweet spot, to have the ninth and a 3-run lead for a relief pitcher.
Still qualify for the save. 3-1.
How about this Zach Britton cat over there with the Orioles this year? The year he's having. There's a lot of talk about him winning the American League Cy Young Award.
What a season.
Stowe to go out of the zone there, chase that 3-1 pitch well off the outside corner.
Cubs haven't scored since the 4th, but they've led throughout after Coughlin plated 3 in the 2nd. This will be caught. No, drop. Polanco lost it in the lights. He lost it. It drops 5-1.
You can tell by his body language he's fighting the lights and takes his best shot but cannot secure the baseball. To hang with him.
The batter is Baez.
Zach Britton of the Orioles is 46 for 46 in save tries. He has an 0.56 ERA. 64 in the 3rd innings. He's allowed 36 hits, 1 home run, 69 punch outs.
That's a pretty good year.
Yeah, and I'm not a big proponent of closer for Cy Young, but when a guy has that dominant of a year, you certainly have to give him consideration.
Two balls, no strikes. Inning continuing on an error by Polanco. So that will take away a save opportunity from Justin Grimm.
Some of these misses by Nicasio aren't not even close. Cervelli at times tonight has looked more like a goaltender than a catcher.
Swing by Baez. Now 3-1. Into center and a base hit. 6-1. Montero crosses the plate.
Second hit for Baez tonight. Rocket right back through the middle of the diamond. This was kind of fun. Not
Almost
so much
into
for
your living room.
Nicasio, and Nicasio got hurt badly a few years back with a comebacker. Broke his neck.
Pitching change here in the 9th. All Cubs once again. We'll be back.
It's the fabric that brings an entire nation together. It says to the world, we will never lose faith. We believe in this team. Her generation, his generation, the next generation. Maybe this October, if we fly it high enough and loud enough and proud enough, well, you get the idea.